And we are live. Woo!
Woo!
All kinds of happy things to talk about this week.
Yeah,
we do.
That game was insane. 2 minutes of craziness at the end of the first half turned a close game into a blowout.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love it.
It went from like, I think I was listening to a podcast. It went from like, okay, the Bengals get the ball back didn't they get the ball back at half?
Yeah, they started the second half with the ball.
So they're like, okay, you can just hold them, or you can get a touchdown and get the ball back and get another touchdown, and the momentum would be in their favor. Yep. Absolutely not.
No.
Honest to goodness, they crushed any sort of goodwill that they sort of thought they could get going because they made that 62-yard field goal.
No, they didn't make
it right before half. They made it. The Vikings.
Yeah.
We crushed any sliver of hope they had and any ounce of like, okay, let's get some momentum at after half. No, we're gonna crush you and destroy you.
It was just they couldn't get out of their own way for 2 minutes.
No, it was insane. It was so fun to watch.
17 points in 2 minutes, 3 fumbles, boom, 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 just like that on 3 possessions. I'm gonna give you some Norsetradamus from what I did on Sunday. By the way, it's not taking credit. It's just very fluky. So I tweeted out today would be a good day for the Vikings to finally intercept a pass or two.
There you go.
On the very next play, Isaiah Rodgers, pick 6.
Let's go.
Very next play. Later on in the half, when the Bengals had, they were thinking about getting back in the game, I said some kind of amazing defensive play would keep Cincinnati from scoring would be nice. The very next play, strip, scoop, score.
Let's go.
And I'm going to give D some credit. Well, when Will took the field to kick the 62-yarder, I said, I don't know. That's a long one. Like, if he misses this, I can't feel bad. It's a long kick. She said, he's going to tuck it just inside to the right. He tucked it in just inside to the right.
Way to go, D.
So it was just a wild game of not predictions, but hopes that came true instantly.
Yes. I mean, so we were out. I was out. Dan was watching the game and I was out. I got home right for the Isaiah Rodgers first pick 6 for his first score.
Yeah.
And then I was like, okay, this, we're ahead. Dan's like, okay, I'm going to go in and start making lunch or I'm just going to start doing stuff. I'm going to be in the kitchen. And I'm like, oh my gosh, Dan, they did it again. And he's like, what? And then that's when he scooped and scored.
Yeah.
And then Dan's like, okay, I'm going to go back in the kitchen and I'm going to make lunch. Dan, they got it out of him again. They fumbled. And he's like, what?
No effing
Comes
way.
back in. I kid you not. Every single time Dan went into the kitchen, when they came back, I was like, Dan, come back. And he had to walk back around. Oh my gosh.
You just missed everything.
He did not get lunch made.
I'll be spending the rest of the next game in the kitchen.
Or at least going back and forth from the living room to the kitchen.
Yeah.
Yes.
That seems to work much better.
Yeah.
Well, see, they did score 14-0 when you were watching the game. And they held them to nothing.
I came in the middle of the first quarter.
Well, but still.
Because the kids were being our kids.
But still, they were there.
Yes. They did amazingly.
And it wasn't they didn't play a great first half.
No.
It was honestly those few minutes.
Rodgers did though.
Yeah.
Rodgers played a great first half.
Rodgers had a great, but overall, it was a flat game until that final 2 minutes of the half, and then all of a sudden, everything just took took charge or went crazy.
And like, I didn't think that like everyone's like, oh my gosh, is Carson Wentz taking over from JJ or whatever? Like, I don't think he played that well. He managed the ball.
He was competent.
He was competent. Yeah.
Competent.
Yeah. He didn't like make any flash plays. He didn't make any stupid plays, which is the key. And I will say he did get in and out of the huddle a lot quicker. But like, I think a large reason why he was able to be so successful was our one and only Christian Darrisaw was back.
Yep. That helped a big.
That was huge. Juergens had a big game too.
Yep.
The whole left side was like, oh, hey, yeah, all right. Well, Darrisaw's back. We know how to block again.
Yeah, and if your blind side is blocked well, that's big.
Yeah.
Yep.
Plus, hey, guess what we decided to finally do after 3 games or 2 games? We said, this Jordan guy can run the football a little bit.
Right.
Yep.
Which we've been saying since the beginning.
Yep.
He had what a game. What a game. And he only carried the ball 16 times.
I know.
Yep.
Not a single one of his runs were for a loss.
Yeah. You know what I was surprised at? I was really surprised at Xavier Scott. He looked really good.
Yep.
There's something there to work with and develop. And I liked it.
Yeah, anytime you can say to develop is always good. Not like end of their career, holding on too long. Yeah.
No, it's are they going to be a powerhouse? No. But can they be a good number 2 running back? Yeah.
That's all you want. You just want a guy who can spell your starter and make a play or 2 here and there.
Yep.
Did they put Aaron Jones out of a job?
He's trying to. I mean, this is how it works. When you get into the upper levels, this is how it works. You get your shot and you're like, all right, this is my opportunity that I'm only getting because this guy's hurt.
He's gotten 2 opportunities because a starting running back is hurt, and he has taken advantage of both of them.
Yeah, he has.
They're fully extent.
Yeah, Jordan Mason just really big in that game on the offensive side of the ball. I was a little disappointed with 13 penalties for 105 yards. You're not going to win every week doing that.
No.
And they've got to come up with an answer. That's a discipline problem.
Yeah.
Not discipline in the locker room, but an on-field discipline problem that they got to fix.
Yeah.
And they did, even though the line was better, they still allowed 3 sacks.
Better than the 6 from last week, though.
Yeah, you cut your sack total in half, but
then next week is 1.5.
But we also only
allowed less than 1.
3 the first game.
Yeah, but that Bears defense is better than maybe people think.
I think it was a combination of it's better than you think, and our line wasn't fully in sync.
True. And that's very true.
And it's also a rookie quarterback. A rookie quarterback's going to take more sacks.
Yeah. Yeah, because they think they have more time to read the field than they really do.
Yep.
Well, we know Dan's on a short schedule tonight, so we want to keep moving. Let's pick our 3 stars. And we'll start with Cora like we always do.
I have to go with Rodgers.
Yeah, you got the easy pick.
Yep, I got the easy pick. I think the top 3 stars are going to be everyone's top 3 choices. I don't really think that there's I don't know. I mean, he literally set history. Isaiah Rodgers. He's the only Rodgers I will cheer for.
I've got 4 names. We'll see. But Isaiah Rodgers probably would have been a unanimous choice by us all.
Yeah.
Who do you got, Dan?
Darrisaw.
Now he wasn't on my list, so see, we didn't have the 3.
That's fair.
I think just having him there sets a whole level of comfort for Wentz. It sets a level of comfort for the line. It's Juergens knew that he didn't have to try and pick up anything extra coming from that left side of him. It's, that's locked down. And Darisaw locked it down.
Yep.
And so
it's a good choice. It's a very good choice. I kind of figured you might go there with it.
Yeah. I mean, it was either him or Mason for me.
If anybody's wondering what this is in my arm, this big sack of potatoes.
It's a new doggo.
It's a puppers.
Say hi to Victor.
Oh. Hi, Vic.
He's so cute.
Puppies.
He wants to get down now.
He's
So
like, I just wanted some attention. Then I want to get down. Then I want to get attention again. And like,
yeah. Well, sometimes the attention is necessary to keep him from wreaking havoc. So,
yeah.
All right. I've got 3 different guys on this list that I could pick.
Well, hey, Bob.
Bob missed the dog, so he might see him later. I'll take, you know what? I usually take Will. Will is like my go-to, my standard, and he did break a record.
He was on my list.
He did.
His second
record. And I feel like as
weeks.
a Vikings fan, it's a bigger deal that he broke a kicking record.
Yeah.
Than most other teams.
He's usually my pick, but I'm not going to take a guy who broke a record. I'm taking Jordan Mason.
Yes.
Yep.
116 yards, 2 touchdowns, north and south, running over people. Because he's the guy I really was thrilled about in the offseason, I'm going with him. Excellent. He would be my third. He's my third star this week.
I like it.
Now come the X Factors. This is going to be easy for me to pick a winner. I'll go from my third all the way up to 1. Corey, you took Hawk.
I know.
He had a touchdown.
He had a touchdown, and he was really helpful on the line.
He did.
He blocked well, caught 5 passes.
Yeah.
Nothing big, but 5 passes. So he was part of the offense, which I really like seeing. When Oliver got the first touchdown, I thought, poor Cora.
I know.
Yeah.
See, he likes his tight ends. I just had,
They had the wrong package in at the time.
So I will say Hawk had a nice game, but it would definitely not win the X Factor of the week.
Yeah.
Mine was Carson Wentz, and we just said he had, a serviceable game.
Yeah.
He didn't make any mistakes. He threw a couple of touchdown passes, but 14 for 20, 173 yards is kind of pedestrian. It's all they really needed. They had a lot of short fields, but I can't say that he was my X Factor winner.
Mm-hmm.
Dan,
once you demoralized a defense, I feel like it's easier to make those passes and pick them apart.
Yeah, you take right. You take all the wind out of their sails, and they kind of slow down a little bit.
Yep.
So the winner this week, very obvious to me, his first win of the season. Dan takes Jordan Mason, who we just talked about.
Yeah.
And I had the opportunity to take him, and I said, nah, I don't want to take him again. I could have. I thought about it.
Yeah.
I said, nah, I can't do that. So that was very easy for me. Jordan Mason gets this week's X Factor award. Dan, you have your first win, and now you get to pick first for Sunday's game against the Steelers.
Woo! I love it.
Who do you got?
What do you got?
Against the Steelers, we're going up against our old arch nemesis here.
The other Rodgers.
Yep. So I'm going to pick a guy. He unfortunately had to sit out this game. He's coming back in. I'm going Van Ginkel because we had
he sat out this game? I thought he played.
No, he had 8 snaps and 2 sacks.
Oh, he did? I thought he was out this game with a concussion.
He played 8 snaps and he had 2
snaps. Oh, my God.
He only played 8 snaps.
Lame. All right. I'm still going with Van Ginkel because we're coming off a very big defensive game. And it's Rodgers. How can you be a Viking and not hate Aaron Rodgers? I think Van Ginkel saw what our Rodgers could do.
Yeah.
And goes, I'm going to get me some of that.
I like it. I always like I always like seeing somebody pick him.
Yeah.
I took him as my first one last year, and we saw how that went. So, nice pick, Dan.
That's a good
Thank you.
So I think for this year, we'll go with, and the second pick goes to whoever has the most wins of the season.
I like it.
Going in, which gives me the pick. I am also going to go defense this week. I had my kicker on the list, but I'm going to leave him off.
Don't pick him.
There's a guy who's been doing stuff that we haven't really talked about.
Okay.
He had another big day in tackles, back to back. This week, we're going to set the pace over in Dublin.
Okay, I like it. I like the hint.
I'm taking Ivan Pace this week.
I like the hint.
He had 12 tackles, 9 solos this past week. He can be a quiet difference maker out there. We're gonna need our linebackers to be really good.
Mm-hmm.
So, Ivan Pace is my pick this week.
Have we ever picked all of us on the same side of the ball?
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Okay, I am going to pick a defensive player too. I am going to pick the one and only Harrison Smith because Harrison Smith has Rodgers' number. Rodgers has said in lots of interviews that he has to always account for Smith. And I think there are going to be too many people to account for. He's going to slip up a few times, maybe one time, maybe 2 times, and Harrison Smith's going to get an interception, a scoop and score. I think Harrison is going to have he's either going to break up a ton or get into Rodgers' head a lot, or he could go in for a sack.
So this is basically a schoolyard thing for Cora. My old man's going to take down your old man.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I mean, our defense was completely, I think he was the missing piece. Honest to goodness. I think Metellus tries to fill his shoes in the defense, and I just don't think, obviously he doesn't have the experience yet, but he just doesn't have the deceptiveness and the, I don't know. Harrison Smith is so special.
There's not a big worry about him from an offensive standpoint.
No, I'm just saying that, like,
you've got to worry more about Harris.
Yep. So I think it's Smith.
Well, he had the tip on the 87-yard pick. So I mean, his numbers were nothing, basically nothing. I don't think he had a tackle.
Oh yeah, it's like
I'm up at 5:30 every day.
It's still gross. That's still so early.
Breakfast in Dublin.
Yeah.
Oh, we gotta make a fancy breakfast then.
Why?
Because it's game day.
Okay, so
Game
we're doing
day breakfast.
Eggs Benedict.
Ooh.
Too early for food. Continue.
Sorry,
continue. All right, I like it. We're all going defense this week.
Yep.
But we don't start with defense with our segments, our special segments.
Indeed, we do not.
Dan, you are so offensive. Let's do it.
I am. I don't know. I don't know if I'm really going to offend many people today.
Oh.
I know. And that might be offensive in itself.
I'm offended.
You should be. Offensively, I would say we were good. We looked good. Having Darisaw back on the line, I think, played a very huge factor, like I said earlier. Just having him there and that comfort of knowing that blind side is going to be handled. It allows things to happen. It allows the passing plays to happen. One of the bigger things we talked about is we need to establish a running game, and Mason established a running game. We ran the ball 31 times. Total of 169 yards, 2 touchdowns off of it, 5.5 yards per attempt. As just overall running. Developing Mason in that role was a huge key point, but being able to establish that, I think, opened up more of our passing options, for lack of a better term. 14 for 20. As a team, 16 for 24, total 183 yards, 2 tutties, 7.6 yards per attempt, and 117 rating. I think the only thing we really want to see cleaned up out of that is the 3 sacks. Otherwise, if we clean up those 3 sacks, I think it just overall looks like a very clean and well-run offensive day. Most of our production, I'd say, was on the defense.
Oh yeah,
it was very much a defensive win.
Hell yeah!
And our offense did good. They didn't do bad. We didn't turn the ball over.
I mean, they did.
We didn't
score.
Give any fumbles. We didn't give any interceptions up.
28 points. So like.
Right. It's
plus.
We took care of the ball. We had 183 yards passing. We had 169 yards running. Quick math, that's like 352 yards.
Right.
Like, that's a good day of offense. It's not.
Plus, they had a lot of short fields.
Yeah.
So it's hard to go judge on yardage. I almost think a better stat, something I could probably do if I really felt like it, is how many yards did you have to cover versus how many you actually covered.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Oh,
so how many drives did you have?
Potential yards versus yard actual.
Right.
Yeah.
I think that's probably an interesting stat. Now, granted, a team might, if they have to go 90 yards, and they only get to midfield, they move the ball 40 yards, whereas a team in another situation, they could have a short field on the 35, go 35 yards.
Right.
So what was better? Well, 35 yards, they covered all of them.
Mm-hmm.
The first time, they only covered 44% of those yards. So, that I think that would be an interesting thing to do. I'm sure somebody probably did it. Here are the number of possessions. Here's how many potential yards you had. Here's how many you got. And what would be considered a good percentage of yards to pick up.
That's good.
That would be a very interesting stat.
Next week.
Yeah. I mean, so I have one more note. Aside from the sacks is the penalties. 13 penalties.
And they were mostly offensive penalties. So
Yep.
I think that sorry, Dan, go ahead.
Yeah. I mean, take care of the sacks, take care of the penalties. And that goes even then I don't know if I would say it was a great day on offense. It was a good day. It was a solid day. We didn't blow it.
We didn't lose anything. They didn't get any pick sixes, scooping scores.
Nope. We took care of the ball.
They didn't get any fumbles.
Play calling was solid.
Turnovers.
Blocking was solid.
Yeah.
Like everything was solid. It looked clean, I would say. It looked very clean.
And they looked like,
aside from the penalties,
they looked like it was like quick, like it wasn't that, like, one of the criticisms JJ always has is that they're like, it takes too long in the huddle. And this was very quick. They were in and out of the huddle. It was, quick decision making, and it I don't know, it was good. It wasn't phenomenal. It wasn't like, it wasn't Sam Darnold.
No, it was.
It's that
he's
a product of Wentz and what he is. That the way Wentz operates.
Wentz is a backup quarterback.
Or is that just kind of the day that we ended up having with the packages that were being called?
Yeah, I think Wentz is a good backup quarterback.
He's done it before. He's had real good success early on. As long as he does stuff like that, if he can have games like that, I don't look for him to throw for 350 yards. Like Dan said, protect the ball. Get even in position to put points on the board. Can't ask for much more than that.
Yeah, I mean, keep it clean.
Yeah,
run a clean offense.
Yeah,
run some time off.
There's enough stars on there to light it up.
Yeah.
Can we take a quick moment? Not say anything about the Vikings really fast, but both Sam Darnold and Daniel Jones are seeing some incredible successes. And Daniel Jones has said he credits his time in Minnesota working with KOC.
Yep.
So I think that is super cool. And everyone says there was a joke, and it's like everyone says KOC is the quarterback whisperer, and maybe he needs to stop whispering and yell at JJ.
Maybe, and I said this to somebody, what if his expertise is in taking guys that have already played in the league and figuring out where their shortfalls are as compared to taking a guy from college, not seeing him play in the league, and having to figure out from there what he needs to do.
You know, that might actually be the theme of Kwesi and KOC in general. Because can they draft very well? Meh. Can they sign free agents? Hell yes.
That's what BC does.
Yep.
What I'm interested in is I really want to see more out of JJ, and I want to see him get out of his rookie mistakes.
Yeah.
Because I feel like if you get rid of his rookie mistakes, he's gonna be a really good quarterback.
I mean, aren't all quarterbacks when you get rid of their rookie mistakes?
No.
Some of them
keep those mistakes throughout. Is like he's got a lot to clean up, and you're not gonna it's not how it works.
Talk. Let me just do my own.
She's trying to heat up your fork.
No, I'm trying to melt the candle evenly.
Oh.
Get out of here! That's why I said just keep talking.
I think there's a lot to be said. And
don't mind me if I bop in and out of the screen. We have a puppy who's teething, and he's trying to chew everything and anything he can find. So,
welcome to the Blind Vikes podcast, where we get off on tangents very easily.
So, yeah,
this is our first big one of a lot in this season so far.
Yeah,
the dang candle. So I think JJ is gonna be. I think he's gonna be good. I have no idea right now, and you are distracting me.
I don't know, but
we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
But he's got to clean up.
We'll see.
He's got to get it going. All right, that's it. I'm done.
All right, Cora, get defensive while I take something metal out of my dog's mouth.
All right. I am going to be doing a player feature. I did one of these last year on our favorite Byron Murphy. And this year, I think it should be pretty obvious, Mr. Isaiah Rodgers, which I found out, ironically or unironically, in my research, that his best friend on the team is who? Byron Murphy.
There you go.
Buds. So we knew it was a sign. So his dad actually died when he was 16 years old. And he has said multiple times that he plays for his dad. And he plays, to make him proud. And he credits a lot of his success in high school to his high school coach. He was over at his house. They would do drills together. He helped keep his head on straight, and he was like a father figure to him, and Rodgers was like a son to his coach Thomas, and he credits a lot of being alive to him because he went through some dark times, and his early football success. He went to UMass. He had the most interceptions in training camp and was at the very bottom of the roster. From what I can tell, he is driven by criticism and when people don't believe in him. That's when he apparently has screenshots on his phone of critiques that people have given him, and it gives him motivation to play better and to do better. And always a reminder. He was drafted by the Colts in the 6th round in 2020. He didn't have a lot of production his rookie year, which is, kind of makes sense. 2021, he had 3 interceptions, 35 solo tackles, and 49 total tackles. 2022, he ended with 34 total tackles and 23 solo tackles, but he actually ended the season in week 6 with a knee injury.
Yeah.
So he was on pace to do really well that year. 2023, he was suspended for gambling. So he was out of the season for 2023. The Colts waived him and the Eagles signed him. And then in 2024, he was on the team where they won the Super Bowl, obviously. And he started due to the Darius Slay injury. ended that season with 26 tackles and 16 solo tackles. He honestly doesn't have a ton of interceptions on his rap sheet. He had 3 in 2021. And this was his first year that he had interceptions again, or an interception. He made history with the highest ever PFF rating. Rodgers versus Rodgers. Our Rodgers is going to win for sure. With a 99.9 last week. He won Defensive Player of the Week. He's the first ever Viking player to score multiple defensive touchdowns in a game, with an asterisk because, what was his name? I can't remember. There was one player who got a touchdown called back, and I cannot remember his name, and I didn't write it down. Shandon Sullivan.
Sullivan.
But he got it called back. And he's the first ever player in NFL history to have an interception to touchdown, fumble to touchdown, and 2 forced fumbles in one game. So, and all of that was in one half. So he played really well. And I think the part that I really like about him the most is that, he's best friends with Murph, and Murph is one of my favorite defensive players. And he is driven by people doubting him. He's a smaller guy. He's a shorter cornerback. So he has always had to fight over just the pure size of him in games. And so that he might become my new favorite player. We'll see. But I think my favorite part about this little thing is that he is he has screenshots of his criticisms on his phone to motivate him to do better and to work harder.
There are 2 ways you can go with that. The criticism can kill you, or they can make you better.
Yeah.
Yep.
And that's great. And he's fast. Man, can he move?
He's super fast.
He flies.
So I'm very excited to see where he goes for the rest of the season. And I'm super excited to see the tandem of Murph and Rodgers with Harrison Smith sprinkled in.
The pick 6 was impressive, but to me, the scoop and score was more impressive.
Oh, nobody knew he punched it out.
Nobody knew he punched it out. On the screen, you're like, oh, what? Why is he running? He has the ball.
It was David Copperfield. Where's the ball? Where's the ball? Oh, by the way, yeah, it's scary.
Play after play after play. And then it was that just gave the rest of the defense the horsepower, I guess, motivation to just crush their souls. And I loved watching every second of it.
I took extra joy in seeing Jamar Chase fumble.
Yes. And then, I thought it was hilarious that on the sidelines, they kept showing Chase and just and then they would show JJ or Jets, and then they'd show Chase, and then they showed Jets. And I'm like, suck it, man. If you're going to be sassing my wide receiver 1 in the offseason,
this is what you get.
It couldn't have happened to a bigger mouth.
Yep.
Quite honestly.
Yep.
All right. I love it.
All right. I think it's time to take us back.
Okay, it is definitely time to take us back. We're going to Valhalla Back. This date, September 29, 2013.
Oh, not too far.
Vikings Steelers, of course. We're about 3 minutes into the game. The Vikings take a quick lead. Blair Walsh. Remember Blair Walsh? We want to forget Blair Walsh. But at this time, he was still pretty good. He had a 54-yarder. Vikings take a 3-0 lead. Then about 4 minutes later, Vikings backup quarterback Matt Castle hit Greg Jennings 70 yards out. The Vikings take a 10-0 lead. It was just a quick out pass. Jennings made a couple of moves, and he left the Pittsburgh defense in the dust. 10-0 Vikes. The Steelers would get back in the game with about 4 minutes left in the first quarter. Le'Veon Bell, an 8-yard touchdown run. Lead 10-7 as we head to the second. 3 minutes into the second, Adrian Peterson up the middle, leaving defenders in the wake. 60 yards. Vikings up 17-7. With 3.5 minutes left in the half, Sean Sweesham, the kicker for the Steelers, hits a 26-yarder. The Viking lead is now 17-10. With 3:37 to play in the half, the Vikings then drive in 3 minutes, kick a Blair Walsh field goal. The Vikings take a 20-10 lead at the half. On that drive, though, Matt Castle on the 3rd and 5 was stripped from behind. The ball bounced forward, and Jerome Simpson falls on it for the first down. So that drive looked like it could have ended in tragedy.
Yeah.
And it ended up in 3 points. Bell would get his second touchdown of the season, or the game. This was a yard out, and the Vikings were up 20-17. Big play on that drive. Josh Robinson with a pass interference in the end zone. Put the ball on the 1, and then the Steelers cashed it in. 8 minutes to play in the third. AP, his second touchdown run of the game. This one from 7 yards out. Vikings are back up 27-17. 2 minutes and 41 seconds later, Chad Greenway intercepts a pass, and then Greg Jennings would get his second touchdown of the game. This one from Castle, 16 yards. Vikings carry a 17-point lead into the fourth, 34-17. Pittsburgh was not finished. Under 13 minutes left in the game, Jericho Cotchery from 15 yards out from Ben Roethlisberger, and the lead was cut to 34-24. With 3.5 minutes left, Swisham hits a 28-yard field goal. Now it's a 7-point lead, and there's still time. Steelers got the ball back with 1:43. They drove down to the Minnesota 6. With 19 seconds left, Everson Griffin up the middle.
Let's go.
Grabs Big Ben by the collar. Could have been a horse collar, but nobody called it. Ball came loose. Kevin Williams falls on it. Vikings take a knee. Final score, Minnesota Vikings 34, Pittsburgh Steelers 27.
Let's go.
Some stats. Castle, who was playing due to an injury to Ponder, I think. 16 for 25, 248 yards, 2 touchdowns. AP, 23 carries, 140 yards, 2 touchdowns. Receiving, Simpson, 7 catches, 124 yards. Greg Jennings, only 3 catches, but 92 yards and 2 touchdowns. On defense, Greenway had the interception, but also led the team with 10 he had 10 solo tackles, did not lead the team. That would be Josh Robinson, who had 12 tackles in the game. Team had 5 sacks. Rodeo Jared Allen leading the way with 2.5. Why did I pick this one? This was the first time the Vikings and the Steelers played in Europe, overseas.
Wow.
Oh, okay.
Fun fact, Vikings Steelers was the first game I ever went to in the Metrodome.
Nice.
First Vikings game I ever went to was Vikings Steelers. We lost, but it was in the Metrodome.
Well, that's not fun, though. Losing
No.
isn't fun.
But it still was fun because I went to a game. I don't remember how old I was, but it was pretty great. All right. Should we get some predictions in before Dan has to skedaddle off?
Yeah, I know he's got to go.
All right.
Got a few minutes. All right. My prediction this next week is I think the Vikings take it 27-24.
27-24, Dan goes with.
Yeah. Because despite how much I would love to blow them out, Rodgers is still Rodgers, and the bastard is good.
And it is still my top.
And he has a very large target in Metcalf, and he has used him so far this year. And he has a huge height advantage against anyone, I think, in the NFL on cornerback and safety matchups. And so having that big of a target, it's still Rodgers. He still makes good passes. It's frustrating. As much as I hate it, he is still a good quarterback.
He is.
But but I do think we squeak it out thanks to Will the Thrill.
Let's go.
And I think I do think that we are saved a lot on defense. And it's the reason why we win is that the defense wins the turnover battle and limits the yards that Rodgers can produce.
Okay. All right. Cora, what's your final score?
23-17.
Oh.
So you've got a close one, too.
Yep. I think it's going to be a close one. I think that they are going to it's going to be pretty close throughout the whole game. And, it's going to be like touchdown, field goal, touchdown, field goal, field goal. Just because I don't believe in Wentz. Oh, 33-12. Let's go, Bob. I love the vibes on that. So I love that. And I mean, he's going to do more than likely he's going to be amazing because that's the Vikings, right? That's what happens with the Vikings. But it is Aaron Rodgers, and I think it's going to be a lot of I think we might get some plays against him, but it's still Aaron Rodgers. So
I'm hoping the old man has jet lag and it affects him.
I hope so too.
I think we're clean sweeping the Vikings on this one, which I hate to do.
Let's go.
But I have a 20-13 sloppy game.
Okay.
Oh.
And I think that, I don't know if I would call it sloppy. I just think the defenses are going to be dominant in this game. I think it's going to be hard.
Kind of close.
Yeah, I think it's going to be hard for both teams to move the ball. I think you'll see turnovers on both sides. I'm hoping that the key is Rodgers is old and the Vikings defense is hungry. I'm looking for maybe a couple of sacks where maybe one fumble where the Vikings get it. And I'm hoping maybe a Rodgers, I still think I'm 25 throw that has no smoke behind it, gets picked off.
Harrison Smith.
Yeah, I don't care who it is. Somebody pick
Tip to Van Ginkel.
Yeah, Van Ginkel could score can score a big touchdown. I'm going 20-13 Vikes. I do think this one will be a lower scoring game. Pittsburgh's defense was really good last week. They had 5 turnovers against the Pats. So, yeah, he doesn't have that elusiveness, but you got to hope that his offensive line doesn't give him.
His accuracy is still there.
Shush, we don't want to hype up Rodgers.
You got to get through it. You got to have it's up to our trench guys.
If you don't face reality of what you're facing, you're not prepared for it.
No. But I hate these games. I hate the international series. I will say that.
We have 2.
We have 2 games
back. Yeah, we play them back to back.
Yeah.
I hate them. I don't like the international series. I wish the NFL would do away with it. They won't. But I am not a fan. I never will be a fan of it.
Gain more fans over there.
No, it's a huge paycheck.
Okay, I like that. I think Pace is due for something fun. And Dallas has just been improving.
He's been slowly getting better. He had a better first game than these last 2. But yeah, I mean, he's definitely he's getting better. The more he sees, the better he gets.
Which
good. I would love to see him turn into more of a menace. But I'll take what I've got right now. He's still young.
That works for me. I'll hold the question because if we do any question today, Dan is going to miss his next appointment.
I am going to throw this
before you. I am going to say goodbye and good night because I have to go jump on a baseball meeting for my kids' baseball team. So, Good night, everyone. Thank you very much for tuning in. Good night, John.
Good night, Dan.
I have to throw this out. We had a listener, my mom. Who made
not throw it out. You're not throwing it out. You're throwing it out there for us to see.
She made us a caramel apple cheesecake. It is a spiced cheesecake base with caramel sauce and apples. Don't mind the apples. They were cooked in a cast iron pan, so they're a little brown. It was very good. In our critique of it, because she wanted a true critique, it was her first ever cheesecake she made. I probably wouldn't do a spiced cheesecake. I think I do the caramel flavored cheesecake rather than a spiced cheesecake.
Yeah, that would.
And then do like either apples on top or add apples as the garnish that she did.
Or make it like an apple pie filling and mix it in with the cream cheese if you could.
I just don't know how it would set.
Yeah, it might not set. It may not set.
So, but caramel cheesecake and maybe a spiced caramel cheesecake with apples. That would be perfect.
Put the apples in the caramel and drizzle it over the top.
Yeah. So I'm going to eat this when the podcast is done. And this is my second piece.
It looks delicious.
It is good. It is good. The crust is like delicious. The cheesecake is good. But when we're like thinking of like a caramel apple cheesecake, a spiced cheesecake, because like nutmeg and allspice is in the cheesecake, wasn't quite what we were digging. It's still delicious. So
looks good. He's a pit breed. He's a pit bull mix. Bob wants to know what the breed Vic is. He's a pit bull mix. And you can see he's eating my fingers. He's chewed up everything he could find in the office while we were doing the show.
Because he's just so cute, and you can't even be mad at him.
Yeah, he gets away with everything already.
Oh, you're so cute. Look at those little floppy ears.
Pep would be proud. I think he's doing Pep well.
Yes.
But he's got a lot to learn, including how to be good boy while I'm doing the show. But we'll get there. All right. That's it for this week. A little shorter than normal, but Dan had to go, and I have a puppy that we're trying to train. So thanks, everybody, for coming. Cora, you're going to have to take us out on your own. Can you do this without Dan?
I can do it. Don't worry.
All right. Lead us out.
Skull. 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 Skull.
Until next week.
Skull. Skull.